What's going on, guys? So today Infinity Ward released the June DLC for Xbox 360 Call of Duty Elite members. They released 3 brand new face-off maps. This one right here is called Intersection. It's a pretty cool map. It's basically a New York City intersection, and I would essentially call it Downturn, but without the big hole in the middle of the map. It's a smaller version of Downturn. There's 4 buildings on each corner of the map with ins and outs of both ways, and I'll talk a lot about the buildings, and one building in particular, this 2-story building that a lot of people like to use as I get over to it. So as far as what to use on this map, it's one of those maps that's good for all types of Call of Duty players. Throughout this gameplay, I end up using all submachine guns. I start out with the PP90 and I end up using the MP7 silenced and the P90 silenced, and you'll see that works out pretty well for me throughout the entire game. You can definitely use assault rifles. This map is big enough and it has long enough lines of sight to where you're not going to be at a disadvantage using an assault rifle, and you can also snipe on this map. This building that I'm coming up to right here is the only high point in the map. It's only a 2-story building. You see a lot of people like to camp in this building. It's really frustrating to see both guys are over there, but as this gameplay goes on, I'll show you guys basically one way to counter all the faggots that camp up here. It's a little frustrating because that's the only building people like to use, but this ladder right here is basically how you can get around that. Most people don't realize that that ladder is there and that you can actually climb up through it, climb through the window, and get into this building. So for the first few days that this map is out, definitely utilize that map when people don't realize it. If you're playing 3v3 and all 3 people are up there, most of the guys won't even realize that you can go up through there, so you can end up getting them out of that room and getting them out of their little camping spot. So as far as the spawns in this game, this area right here is one of the major spawn points. There's really only 2 major spawn points. There's only 2 areas that people will spawn at. Right there where I just killed the guy is area number 1, and essentially from that spot they're going to go directly to that 2-story building. So that's one thing you have to watch out. If you're in that 2-story building or the building right below it, the little like restaurant area, definitely watch out for people spawning over there. The other major spawn point, I'm not sure if I'll get to it, but as I pointed out, or as I get to it I'll point it out. It's basically just 2 spawn points. You're not going to get any crazy sporadic spawns or anything like that. And you see again, I'm utilizing that ladder. My teammate kills one guy and I hear this other guy coming up the stairs here, and you'll notice that we just killed them both and like a second ago, and all of a sudden they'll both spawn right at that major spawn point right there. Both guys end up spawning, and because I'm prepared I end up getting them both. But yeah, so basically, the other spawn point, hopefully I'm getting up to, oh, this area right here is kind of awkward. There's like glass and telephone booths and a bus stop and all that, and it's like this just area where you can't get through it if you don't realize that there's no spot, so you gotta break a lot of glass there. That's kind of how it is with this map. For some reason, there's a lot of windows like on the ground, ground level windows, and it's just kind of awkward sometimes because there's like doorways, but then there's also like a lot of big open windows, so unless you end up breaking those windows, you'll end up just kind of running into them and not realizing it. So back there where I shot that guy, that is the other major spawn point, and it's basically just the opposite corner of the map, and you just gotta kind of watch out for that. See, watch this. I killed the guy right there, and he spawns right back like 10 feet from where he died. This building right here is kind of a campy-ish kind of building. Oh, and right here, I don't know what these guys are doing. They were just laying here waiting for me. But that building off to my left that I was just in, it's kind of a campish building. A lot of people end up camping there when they're trying to kill the people in the 2-story building. It's a good building for cover, but you just kind of have to watch out for it. The building that I'm in right here, most people don't even go into it at all. The only reason that I use it throughout this entire game is just to kind of get back into this area. So, not something to really watch out for. You see right here, this is the highest traffic area. I've come into this area basically, 90% of the game, and these people are still up here camping in this building. It's not going to get you anywhere. I mean, you can camp up here for as much as you want, but really it's not going to get you very far. And oh, right here, basically what I did there, it's something you should keep in mind. From the very start of the game, there's basically a really good kind of Semtex route. If you just throw a Semtex right across the map like I did just a minute ago, you can basically get a Semtex kill right from the spawn, because there are cars on both sides of the map. So no matter what side you spawn on, if you throw a Semtex or you throw a frag or even a noob tube, if you're that kind of person, right across the map right from the spawn, you'll end up exploding the cars and killing a person right from the spawn. So that's pretty cool, and that's one thing to just kind of note. But yeah, I mean, this map, it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Without the buildings and all the structures and everything like that, you can see from all 4 corners the entire, proximity of the map. There's really not much to it. There's just, you just have to kind of break it down as 4 buildings, 2 spawn points, and 1 2-story building that you just have to really be careful about. So this kind of like arcade movie theater area behind the counter over there, for some reason as the day went on, more and more people decided to sit behind that counter. There's a way for you to lay down and look through like the shelves in the counter, so a lot of people ended up doing that as the day went on. It's a little weird, it's one thing to watch out for. A lot of people ended up actually sniping through that way, so it's just kind of one thing to keep in mind. So this gameplay has about another 2 minutes left in it. I'll probably cut this commentary short just because it's a long gameplay. I don't really have too much to say. If you guys enjoyed, definitely hit that thumbs up button. I have videos on all the other 2 new face-off maps that just came out today. So if you missed any of the other 2 videos, hit the annotations anywhere on the screen and they'll take you to those videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Definitely post some comments down below. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. If you like the maps, if you hate the maps, if you don't even have them. I know PS3 users are still kind of left out in the dust here, so it kind of sucks. And oh, by the way, if you guys don't already know, bad news for PS3 players. Basically, the exclusivity between Call of Duty, all the Call of Duty companies, and Xbox has been extended, I believe, for another year. So another year of not getting new maps first for PS3, so you're gonna end up having to wait even longer for all the new maps. That really sucks. Sorry PS3 players, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Post all the comments down below, hit that thumbs up button if you guys enjoyed. Also hit that subscribe button for future Call of Duty videos, and I'll see you later.
Цель уничтожена! Recon. Kill confirmed. Граната! Уходим отсюда! Цель уничтожена! Your work is appreciated. Well done. Kill confirmed.